She stayed ahead of the pack throughout her Punahou swimming career. She claimed 12 gold medals over 4 state championship meets, taking a place among the most decorated buff and blue swimmers in the program's storied history. She contributed to a 4-year sweep of the 200 medley relay and added titles in the 200 individual medley as a junior and senior, climbing to the top step of the medal podium 8 times over the last 2 years. A key contributor to 3 team championships, her influence extends beyond the pool as a National Honor Society member, a 2-time class president, and is Hawaii's athlete representative with USA Swimming. This young lady's post-high school plans include studying environmental sciences, agriculture, and public policy, just because she can, when she enrolls at UCLA this fall. Ladies and gentlemen, with great pleasure, please welcome Punahou's decorated 12-time state gold medalist, Leah Foster. We'll have time later to get pictures with the individuals and as a group later in the night, so don't worry about rushing stage at this moment.
So Russell, Chris, and Natalie, this is historic, and personally, I can't tell all of you how fortunate and blessed and humble I am that I was paid to be here. I'm kidding, I'm not getting paid. Let's start off with you, Leah. Leah, head over to UCLA, right? Just speak to the mic. Can you turn this back up, please, real quick? There you go. Well, this is starting off phenomenal. try that mic right there. There you go. You can have it broken up. Your accomplishments have been amazing in your 4 years. Take me back to the beginning here. How did you get started with swimming?
I started swimming when I was 6 because my brother was swimming and I wanted to be just like him. So when he was racing, I was too young to start competing. So I'd just go to the kiddie pool and I taught myself how to swim. How I started.
You know, in your time, you broke 16 Hawaii age group swing records. Isn't that amazing, everyone? That's incredible. With all your accomplishments, do you remember the wins or do you remember the losses?
The thing with swimming though is that when you swim fast, you don't really think about it. So looking back at the wins, I don't remember anything about it actually. And the losses, of course, you remember because you get kind of fired up and want to do better next time. So it depends. So
you got a great accomplishment. So along with you, Kristin, and you were phenomenal this year. Kaiser, see if that mic works. Okay, that's broken. Okay, you can I'll take that mic. There you go. You have a job, right? At where?
So he's Gourmet Hawaiian Pizzeria.
Round of applause. Anybody been there? Wow. Okay. Why get a job?
I really wanted the money.
Okay. Why Sophie's though? What? I look at you and I don't think pizza.
Who doesn't love pizza?
Okay.
I'm really picky.
I've never heard of a crowd more pro pizza than anything. But why Sophie's? Why not work at a clothing store or somewhere else? Well, why Sophie's?
Because I think that food where I work just...
You competed so well here in the state tournament in your career. And you did it this year in particular without a track because Kaiser was constructing their branded track. How difficult was that for you to kind of go through what you have done so far this senior year?
It was really hard because we didn't have a high jump pit to practice in certain distances to measure out how far you're running. But overall, it was kind of a benefit because you could work different muscles running up hills because we practiced in the Cocoa District parking lot and baseball fields. So you could run up the hills and just do kind of different workouts that don't hurt your body as much.
What's the weirdest thing or the worst thing that's ever happened to you in a race or preparing for a race?
Like I've spiked myself multiple times while I'm running.
Which is funny because I think a lot of these people are spiked up and drinking all that alcohol in the hallway. I saw people are creating their own tickets just so they can get drinks, I think. But you spiked, how painful was that?
The deeper the spike, definitely painful. It's not fun running past your.
I hope that quote is in the newspaper tomorrow. Kristin Henley, the deeper the spike, the more painful. Ava, congratulations on all your accomplishments this year. Give it up for Ava. Team captain for the last 2 years, cross country and track and field. How do you kind of sum up your senior year over at Seabury Hall?
Definitely unbelievable. Definitely in the fall it wasn't that good for me, but I really made it up in the spring, and I'm really happy to have the opportunity to do so. And my team really helped me out also this year. They're a great group of girls, and they worked so hard, and I couldn't have done it without them.
You do so much over at Seabury Hall, much like all the great student athletes over there. How do you balance out your school and your athletic life and all that? You get time to rest, and you get time to you get some Ava time. Okay, don't get mad. Yes, so say yes, I do.
I want to point out that sleep is very important when you're a student athlete. So I definitely love sleep, but how I manage is just like time management. It's like during lunch, or we have 3 blocks in my school, so we have no classes for 2 periods. And I use that time to do homework instead of at home. And I also kind of just free time with my friends, so I'm not like overworked or I feel so stressed out. Like sometimes you just need to get out of that mindset and just have fun.
Where are you going to go to school?
For
college, yeah.
Wellesley College.
Okay.
So that's like 20 minutes away from Boston.
Well, what do you want to do when you get older?
I want to be a neuroscience researcher.
Okay, I'm 29. What is that? I want to go on a little. What is that?
Neuroscience is studying the brain.
Okay.
It's like, so you can do a lot with it, but what I really want to do is study brain diseases and also kind of work a little bit of psychology into my research. So.
Nice, right on. What do you want to do when you get older? Is your mic working?
Hello.
Oh, it works. Okay.
I don't really know anymore. I really wanted to get into agriculture because my grandpa was involved in employees agriculture, and I grew up knowing the importance of preserving the biodiversity of this island. So I want to get into that, but I also am open to looking into like biomedical engineering, or so I'll figure it out. But,
Okay, so neuroscience, whatever you said. What do you want to get into?
Marketing, so mostly sustainable marketing to make that like saving the environment like more appealing to people.
Okay. How did you all find out that you got inducted into the Hall of Honor, or that you were going to be inducted? How did all of you find out?
I got a phone call.
Okay, what was your reaction?
Well, my mom.
Let's act it out. Okay, let's act it out. Okay, I'll be the guy that calls you. Okay.
Well, first they called my mom, and I was like, oh, someone's gonna call you later. I was like, what is it?
Okay.
She wouldn't tell me. She was just answer the phone. I was like really angry.
Oh, what a loving mother.
She wouldn't tell me.
Okay.
But yeah, so I got the phone call, and then she's like, hi, I'm Bobby. And then she was like, oh, you got chosen to be inducted to the Hall of Honor. And I was surprised.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's a pretty selective group.
Yeah.
I was also really stoked because, I mean, I've had friends who are amazing athletes be inducted before, so it's kind of amazing to be able to be in the same, I guess, selection
Class.
Yeah.
How did you find out?
I was at work.
Where was you at work again? Is it somebody ordered a pizza and they told you that you were? So you're at work.
I was at work and my coach called me and kept on calling me, so I couldn't really answer the phone. I was making pizza. And so when I answered the phone, he was like, oh, Paul Honda wants to call you later. I think you got the HHSAA thing. So I was like super happy, and I was telling everyone at work. And then on my way home, I called Paul Honda, and then he was like, oh, congratulations, you got the award.
That's awesome. Right. Where's Paul on that? Paul's right here. Give it up for Paul, everybody. Paul's a great guy. How did you find out that you got inducted?
Yeah, I was on my senior trip, so
Where?
on Maui, so we were up in the mountains. And then my floor started.
Okay, hold on. You're up in the mountains? what trip is that?
Well, that's just where we were camping. We're camping at Camp Molohia. It's just
Okay.
this place in the mountains. And then Coach Cold Flesh called me, and it was a random number, and I was kind of like, I didn't know, because normally people don't call me on random numbers, but I answered it, and he told me, he was like, yes, you got the Hall of Honor, and I was like, oh my god, like I couldn't believe it, because I didn't even know about the scholarship until like a couple days before the selection. So we were a little late on the deadline, but so I was really honored to be able to have this opportunity.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Just a couple more for you, because I know your parents and your core group have been huge supports in your life. So what do you want your family know about how supportive they've been in your life?
I'm just so incredibly supportive. I'm thankful for their support.
I'm sorry to talk about myself. I don't know what without me. All right. That's a terrible impersonation.
I honestly couldn't do what I've done without them, because they have given me the opportunities and sacrificed everything for me to do what I'm passionate about. So I couldn't be more thankful.
How about your core group, Kristin? How about your family?
They're so supportive, and I'm so glad they come to every single track meet. And even when I was on the mainland, my dad would live stream the meet, but they didn't have my high jump on the live stream, so he would watch the 3,000 and just zoom in when they came around to the high jump bit. So I'm super thankful for all of the support that we're doing tonight.
Honestly, I probably couldn't be able to do as well as I did my high school career without my parents. They are so supportive, and what's great about them is that they never ran before, so they don't really push me like a peer coach. So that aspect is really awesome, and I actually told them a couple times, I'm like, okay, like let's not talk about running, just because they're just so into it and they just love me, and I can't express how much I feel for them. So, and also my aunt too, because she's really supportive, and she kept on telling me, run because you love it, not because you just, like the achievements and stuff, just because you love running.
Before we wrap all of these groups up, we're going to do a little survey here as far as your favorite things. So I'll give you a category. We'll do a few of these, and then you tell us your favorite things, all right? Okay, you good? All right, here we go. This is for all three of you, all right? So we'll go right down the line, starting with Julia. Favorite movie?
Moulin Rouge.
What the hell? Who claps for
Moana.
Moana, okay.
I was going to say Moana too.
Okay. If I could have lunch with any celebrity or pro athlete, who would it be? Any celebrity or pro athlete. And keep in mind, I'm a celebrity. I'm joking. If you could have lunch with if anybody wants to go first prior to this, any celebrity or pro athlete, who would it be?
I think Rihanna.
Rihanna? Okay. Right on.
The first person.
You know why she can't do it though, right? Because she has to wear. Thank you, young people who laughed at that. How about you?
The first person that came to my mind was Zac Efron.
Zac Efron? Did you see Mulan?
No, not yet.
Did you see High School Musical?
Yes. 20 times.
Okay. Kristin?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Okay, right on. Last one. I wish I could what? I wish I could what? You wish I could what? Why are we clapping for money? Okay, what can I ask why?
I just love the water.
Okay.
Like, when I'm underwater, I just feel like peaceful. Like, whenever I'm angry, I just like dip my toes in the water or something, I feel fine. So I think that's just like my happy place.
Okay, right on.
Run at the Olympics with my best friend.
Oh, who are your best friends?
They're all here right now.
Are they? What table is that?
There's 32.
Oh, 32. Hey, right on. That's such a contrasting answer too. I want to be a mermaid.
I was just going to say fly.
You want to fly? Okay, why?
because it just seems really cool and you can see the world from really high. And, like when I'm in airplanes, I always look out the window because it's so beautiful.
That's awesome. Right on. Well, this was weird. In complete seriousness, though, all of your individual achievements for your schools, you represent your families well, your schools and your teams. We're rooting for you. We hope you guys absolutely kill it in college in the next chapter of your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, our first reinductees.
Okay, let's recap that conversation. Remember the losses, pizza equals money. The deeper the